Welcome, welcome to Soulstice Revival's Pick a Pile Reveal. Happy Halloween, everybody. I am not Wilma from the Flintstones, but I am Ariel, and you see, because I'm sitting, you can't see my sheet that I wrapped around from the time she comes out from the water and has her legs. But here's Sebastian, who I usually wear right here on my hip, but for now, that is what it is. Now let's get started. So if we can all please take a few deep breaths in through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. Coming to that centered place within you. Release any stress, any worries, any responsibilities, and just be present for this moment. All right, guys. So, this is for Pick a Pile number 1. And I forgot to do the overall card. So while you guys are live, or not live, but as I do your reading, I'm going to go ahead and pull the card for everybody. Both decks get this card. So just an overall message for everybody. And if you guys have not checked out yet your new moon energy reading, go ahead and do so. You can do it for your sun, moon, and your rising if you want. Also, you will see there that there is a discount on readings right now. I won't tell you what those are. You can look on the video and find out for yourself. You have to book a reading, though, between now, well, really, this past Monday and next Monday, November 4th. All right, so what is the card? I'm going to go with this one. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Let me see if we can. Oh. Darn it. For whatever reason. The video doesn't look that great, but your guidance is divinely guided. Any part of your intuition is coming from the higher above, your divine spirit. Trust those moments. If it's an animal, if you resonate with animals and you receive messages that way, like today, another dragonflies were flying right into me, so that was a sign. Also, sometimes you see feathers on the ground. That is guidance for you guys, your messengers, your angels, your ancestors, etc. So always remember that you are being divinely guided by something greater than yourself. All right, pick a pile number 1. Now you also had the sacral chakra pyramid. I will go into that a little bit more because I think it relates to your cards. What I did was I pulled one from my energy deck. You guys got the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, your intuition, your third eye. You also got from the earth deck, DNA, karma, which I think is very important for the fact that you also have the sacral chakra crystal. And then I did another separate card for work, business, career, and you got the High Priestess, the Black Widow. Notice that she has behind here this waxing crescent moon, which is where we are right now. I don't know if you saw the moon lately, but it's beautiful. Little crescent is coming out. Now, pick a pile number 1. Let's see if I have other messages. Like sometimes I get multiple storylines, okay? Bear with me. So we'll start with the sacral chakra. I think there's a lot of you out there that still feel unworthy, and that tends to get in the way of you showing up in your life fully with confidence. And with the Karma DNA card here, I know that for those of you that have this card, you are here and you're being asked, divinely guided, right, to break those family cycles, those family patterns, those ancestral, karmic relationships and or patterns, behaviors that are not suiting you anymore. With the sacral chakra here, I really feel like Some of you were either traumatized as a child because you lived and grew up in a dysfunctional family. Sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse can all, people abusing substances like your parents and your family, pass down certain behaviors to us as children, and we don't even know that we're taking them on. You also might want to look up the snake energy. It's very transformative, but you are definitely here either sacral chakra is out of balance, but see what happens with these patterns and growing up in dysfunctional homes is we carry on these beliefs about ourselves, right? And therefore we either react instead of respond to situations. We can, okay, I'll give religion because that's a pretty easy one. When we grow up in a home and let's say our parents were a particular religion and they push it down our throat, we can take on those beliefs and believe those are what we were supposed to believe, even if it doesn't feel good for us. But breaking those family cycles is saying, you know what? I'm going to choose to see things differently. And with the sixth chakra here, that's another reason why I bring up those belief systems that we've learned as a child and things that we've carried as a child, is because it can get in the way and it can cloud our third eye chakra. So what you're being really called to do, at least during this next week, is to focus on really connecting with divine spirit, releasing past karma, releasing healing. And when I say release, sometimes you can't release unless you actually deal with it. You got to feel it to deal with it, to heal it, in essence. So if there's like resentments that you're holding on from your past, maybe a parent didn't believe you about a certain situation, you're being called to let it, air it out, write an unsent letter, get those feelings out so that you can, that's you dealing with it, and then release it. By you realizing that things that happened to you weren't your fault, you can slowly start to recreate your story, recreate how you see yourself, build up your self-esteem, build up your own beliefs, your own values, and act through your own values, not somebody else's, not what somebody told you you should do. Let me see what I said. Oh, also I put down here, because I did some intuitive writing for you. Trust your feeling rather than what you're seeing, especially with a high priestess. So this was your business card and career. For those of you that are connected with your intuition, maybe you're not listening to your intuition. Some things at work could be against your value system. I thought I wrote something else down there too. Hold on. Yeah, stand with integrity in who you are and what you believe. So if there's some conflicts at work, or what you're doing or what you're being asked to do in the workplace isn't feeling right for you, then you're being called to check yourself before you wreck yourself and ask yourself, is this really truly who I am? Is this really what I want to do? Does this feel right? Because when we aren't acting in our truth, we can feel depressed, we can feel unworthy. And we're not showing up fully, right? Because we're not, you'll see it. When we don't want to do things, it shows through our actions. We don't finish projects on time, etc. When we're doing that and procrastinating on stuff, you might want to ask yourself, like, is this really what I feel is right for me anymore? Is this really what I want? Did I really want to do this? Why did I choose this? Some of you might be in a job because that's what your parents told you you should do. Get a job that has benefits. Get a job that pays your salary. Get a job that has retirement. And you're realizing now, like, oh my God, this isn't what I want to do anymore. Why did I even do this? Oh, maybe I'm in a family practice that's been passed down to me and I feel like I should do it, but that's not what I really want to do. And the high priestess, no, she stands in integrity. There also could be a choice at work, whether to stay, whether to go, whether to do a project, whether not to. I know I wrote some more stuff down. Yeah, I already said that, right? Be authentically you. Be who you are. Believe who you are and what you believe in. Don't be afraid to hide that. Oh, yeah. So if you're any like business mindset, business entrepreneurs out there that picked pile number 1, if you're creating something, you might need to hold off from sharing it with the world yet until it's ready to be shown. So take the time to spend the time creating, at least in this next week, at least with this maybe new moon cycle, or even longer. Keep it to yourself until you're ready to show it to the world. That's what the Black Widow does, loves being under the moonlight, not in the light. And that's where she spins her webs. So right now you're really spinning the reality that you want. And this is in the work arena, right? Because I pulled this card with the intention of it being related to career. So you're spinning your webs, you're doing the work. You might be spending time at night. Maybe you have a full-time job and at night you come home and you've got this idea and you know that you're setting the intention to be done with the job by the 2020, let's say. And so right now you're just working in the late hours, getting it ready, doing the side work until it's ready to come out into the light, till you're ready to show it, till you're ready to step into that position or that role more fully. Okay? So there is that part of the work. And then let's go back to the 6th chakra and the DNA card and the sacral chakra one last time before I let you guys go, just to make sure I didn't miss anything that I wanted to talk about. Yeah. Make sure that you are really looking at the relationships in your life, the people in your life, especially the ones that you continue to get hurt by, because we could be repeating patterns that we learned growing up. Like, for instance, let's say you've got the fear of abandonment, and in your life today, not the past, today, you have a friend that you always reach out to when you need support, because, mind you, that same person is always coming to you for help and you're always helping them. But the minute you go to them and ask for help, they don't answer your phone, they don't respond, they cancel their plans with you, and they emotionally cut you off. But you continue to do it all the time, expecting a different result, or continuing to make excuses for them and expecting some different result. That's the insanity of it. So you're being asked to break those patterns. That's just one example. Apply it in your life where it makes sense for you. You could be in a relationship that, no longer is suiting you. And this could be because you haven't really connected with your inner truth, that inner child. Because when you were abused or when you were hurt or shamed or betrayed or abandoned, you said, it's me, something's wrong with me. And you somehow lost your innocence. You lost that connection to your inner child, that he or she went into hiding because it was safer there, because that was how you survived. And now you're being asked to acknowledge that past pain and tell yourself, like, no, that was never okay. It wasn't okay. And it's not my fault that I learned these beliefs about myself. It was out of my control. I was 7 years old. But through that and saying, no, that was never okay, you're honoring that little girl, that little boy inside of you that wants to come out and play, that wants to shine brightly, who hasn't felt worthy but wants to feel worthy and knows they are worthy. Let your magic shine. Connect with your intuition. All right? So that is for pick a pile number 1. If it applies, I hope it does. If it doesn't, you can check out the other one, or you can check out your new moon energy reading. These are general, and I do have a discount going on. You have to book your appointment before Monday, or by Monday. It's like the last day that you can book it and get that discount on my 15-minute intuitive guidance or my 30-minute intuitive guidance. but I will let you go to your new moon energy reading to find out that discount or my Soulstice Revival page. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Happy Halloween. Bye.